Hey, welcome to my channel, my wonderful cancers. Thank you guys. I am new here to YouTube, so I'm finding my way around things. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys how I do my readings, just a few things before I begin. Okay, I am a Reiki energy healer, okay, which means that I heal chakra systems. Um, and I also have some NLP training. So I also know how to unblock you mentally. Uh, and I also have this obsession with quantum physics. So I study energy on all realms. And I also love anything that has to do with mysticism and hidden science, okay? Which is just the unknown things about ourselves, right? So anything that gets to help me understand me, okay? Hence card symbols, okay? Hence astrology, numerology, and your zodiac. The point about your zodiac, my lovely cancers, is not for you to get stuck in your zodiac pattern or any of the signature patterns. You are to master all 12 patterns of the zodiac sign, so you can become the true highest self within, okay? Now, I do my readings by doing a 2-card chakra pull to help you guys understand what chakras you may need to work on this week. And then we go ahead and we do a 5-card diamond pull for my Zen deck. And if I need to clarify anything, I go ahead and I pull another deck of cards, okay, from my angel deck so we can get some clarification. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. So what you guys have popping up is dissipating, okay? And this is basically a solar plexus card, which is right above your belly button. And this talks about, I'm sorry, I don't know why I always do that. I meant to mute the phone. But this talks about, what are you wasting your time doing, my wonderful cancers, okay? What are you wasting your energy or what are you putting your energy towards that's not beneficial to you, okay? And when I talk about you, cancers, I talk about you in an energetic pattern of I feel. So the way that you guys communicate is more through your feelings, okay? That is how your signature pattern operates. That is how you view the world, is through your feelings. Everything is done through your feelings, okay? So if you're not feeling it, shit ain't right. You got to feel it in order for shit to be right, okay? Now, the second card that popped up for you in the chakra system is your root chakra, and this is perfection. This is, how do you see yourself, okay? Do you see yourself in your truth, your highest self, or do you see yourself in other people's perception that may be limited of you, okay? So how are you viewing yourself? What is your perfection of yourself? Are you telling yourself the truth about yourself? Now, the thing about healing and the thing about growth that you need to understand is that you have to be honest with yourself, even about the fucked up shit. Okay, let's just put that out there. You have to be honest with yourself, even about the shit about yourself that's not pretty. Okay, now, you also have to pay attention, my wonderful cancers, that you are not wasting your time, okay, in other people's perfection or perceptions or limitations about yourself. So we're dealing definitely with low chakras this week, okay? So you want to pay attention to that. We are also in retrograde season in Pisces, okay? Pisces is all about obligation because it's ruled by Neptune, okay? Pisces is like the dustpan of the zodiac is what it's known for. So Pisces comes in for you to get understanding and clarity from the things that you may not have gotten from all of the other 12 transits that we've been through, because each zodiac sign contains a particular pattern, okay, of something that you have to master, okay? Now, we are doing your weekly poll for the week of March 12th to March 17th. Okay, so we already know that you need to pay attention to wasting your time and your perception, your perfection, especially when it comes to how you create your inner being. Okay, when it comes to what people think about you or what you think about yourself, pick or choose. Are you going to allow other people's opinion to become more important than your opinion about yourself? You need to really think about that, okay? Now, your first card up, and this first card placement has to do with the overall issue that you guys need to pay attention to. You need to get a new vision, okay? So when this card shows up, I want to say like this is all about like the hangman. So you're in a position where you need to make decisions, you need to make choices. It's kind of like you need to let go of the emotional baggage that you've been holding on to. Okay, you need to forgive, basically. So whoever this is that you've been holding on to, that you haven't forgiven, my wonderful Cancers, you're gonna have to forgive some people. It's time to do that, okay? Because you got the 5 of fire coming up. This is all about conflict and shit, okay? This is all about you just like totally letting go of shit, okay? And that's important for you guys because you guys are all about feelings. You're all about feelings, okay? Now, the interesting thing right now, this second card placement right now, this is internally what's going on that you may not know about. Okay, so this is what's going on internally that you may not know about. Internally, what's going on, you may be internally struggling with yourself, maybe decisions that you have to make because you have new vision popping up here. Okay, it's kind of like you already know the choices that you need to make or the decision that you need to make, especially if it comes to a relationship where you feel like your true self is being oppressed. This could also deal with a job situation where you know that this job is just not what you want to do and it's just not fulfilling. Okay, but I also feel like this has more to do with like a relationship. Okay, yeah, like and there's probably like a lot of fighting going on in this relationship also. It's like it kind of feels like no matter what you do, it's just not good enough, right? So you got to stop wasting your time because this is where all your worries and your fear and your anxiety and shit lies in this chakra right here, your solar plexus. Okay. So you need to pay attention to that. You need to really pay attention that you're not holding on to old perceptions, about yourself, or maybe old shit that you may have done, or, or if it's the other way around, old shit that they may have done. Okay. Stop fighting about shit from the past. You can't cry over spilt milk. That's the old, I think that's the saying, how the saying goes. You can't cry over spilt milk. Okay, Cancers? So you're going to have to get out your feelings about some stuff and get into your feelings about some stuff, especially in this retrograde. So get out your feelings about the shit you can't control and get into your feelings about the shit that you can master. That's what you need to do. Own your shit. That's really what you need to do, is own your shit. Get a new vision, own your shit. You can't control people, okay? Now, you're also going through some 4 of air energy. Okay, now I want you to look at this card really closely. Okay, now especially if some of you are feeling that you are going through like maybe even a depressive state. And if you're going through a depressive state and you know that it's not like some type of, like it's chronic depression and shit, you may want to see somebody, maybe even somebody holistically, okay? However, if you know you're going through a depression and it's linked more to your spiritual growth or maybe even to your environment, okay? This card is all about contemplation, okay? A delay does not mean denial when this card pops up. So the energy is just slow moving energy as you contemplate what you need to do, okay? Especially when it comes to this new vision here, okay? Now, this right here is in the 3rd card placement. So postponement. Postponement does not mean denial. Postponement is in your 3rd card placement. Your 3rd card placement is all about what's happening right now. So you may feel like some things are being postponed. You may even feel like you're trapped in a situation that you can't, you feel like you can't get out of, right? Maybe like a living situation or even a job situation. You feel like you want to get out, and right now is really the good time for you to get the plan together, for you to totally let go of the bullshit, okay? So you can move past this gray area into this beautiful colored area right here that you've created, okay? Now, what you need to pay attention to is your alchemy placement, which is your 4th card placement. Any four card placement that I do in my decks, just so you know, in my readings, is going to be alchemy placement. Okay, just four elements. I'm all about numerology and numbers. So the number four to me represents alchemy. So the fourth card placement in my readings or your alchemy placement. This is all about the work that you need to do. Okay, you need to get up out your sorrow. So this is, I want you to take a look at this card. Like, really look at how he's just sitting. And this is important for you Cancers, okay? This is the nine of ear. The ear cards are all about your thinking, okay? So this is what I was talking about, like this depression state, okay? This is like, okay, so you got to pay attention, okay? You got to pay attention to these cards. You know, tarot cards are all about symbology, okay? This card is all about like depression, anxiety, can't sleep and shit. Look at the card. He's just worried. Look at that. Okay. So, what's going on here in your fourth card alchemy placement is kind of like you're stuck in shit that you feel guilty about, okay? And if you don't feel guilty, right, is someone making you, if you're not the one feeling guilty, it's like you're either projecting that guilt on somebody, or they keep giving you situations where you have fights and they keep bringing up past shit that you've done that makes you feel guilty, right? You're going to have to let go of this sorrow. I'm going to clarify that card for you. You're going to have to let go of that sorrow. This is where that new vision come in, okay? Because you're going to have to pay attention to this four card placement, because this air card is all about your mental placement, your thinking, okay? This is your thinking, how you're thinking, right? Now pay attention to how you're thinking, because how you're thinking and how you're feeling, right? And how you're speaking is how you manifest, all right? So pay attention to that. Yep. You're going through transformation, my wonderful Cancers. So what you guys need to do, because you're water signs, and this is really good for water signs, okay? We don't have a problem dissecting emotions. What you need to pay attention to, Cancers, is that you do not get stuck in your emotions. You're going through a transformation season. This is a major Ikana card, okay? Some shit is getting broken down, okay? You see, they got swords, they got wings in this thing. What else they got here? They got fire, they got the lotus, the balance, the yin and the yang symbol, right? This is all about transformation. This is a death card, okay? That's what's happening. All that depression, sorrow, anxiety, sleepless night shit, you're coming out of that energy. You're going through transformation. Now, understand that you have the choice to do the work or not. You can choose to sit up and fucking worry over shit you can't control. If you want to, you can choose to do the work, right? And go through the transformation process. Let me tell you something about healing, okay? You know, and I'm going through my next level of Reiki training would be my master level. And this is what I can tell you from experience, okay? When you go through your from your first Reiki training to become a Reiki healer, and even when you go through your second training, you go through these purges, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, these purges can be very emotionally traumatic, okay, and intense. So the point I'm trying to make is, sometimes in order for you to get to here, transformation, right, you got to go here. You got to feel that pain. You got to go back to the place that caused you all that fear, all that anxiety, and all that worry. So if you feel that popping up right now, you want to deal with it now as we are in retrograde. We're about to enter a whole new year as far as the zodiac is concerned, because we're coming up on Aries season, next week, like towards the end of next week, okay? So be mindful, right? Don't go into next week with this shit. You can't Come on now. You can't control this. So alchemy placement, that 9 of air energy, all that depression, that anxiety, that sorrow, keeping you up at night shit, you letting that go. Know you're going through transformation. You're going to have to forgive some people. You're going to have to let some shit go, which may be a little bit difficult for you, but not as hard as Scorpios, because you guys are cardinal. You're cardinal signs. So you can swim through the energy if you want to. It's your choice. Okay? Now, the 5th card placement can be the final outcome, okay, of everything, or maybe even what you may need to do to get to a place of transformation. In this case, is going with the flow, okay? Now, going with the flow, and this is a water card, okay? Going with the flow simply means you not wasting your fucking time on what people think and what people have to say to you. You seeing yourself from your inner true perfection. As you're not perfect. It is your imperfections that makes you perfect. Okay, that's where your perfection lies. It's in your perfection. Okay, I'm sorry. Perfection lies in your imperfection. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so you're gonna have to get to a place of that. Get out of the place where you feel like you need accolades from people to pat you in the back, where you need people to validate their feelings for you. Get out that shit this week. You don't need to do that. This shit. No. Right? You're getting out of the sorrow, feeling the pain, going through transformation. And you're going to do that by going with the flow. Okay? Get out your feelings. See things from in a perfect way. Yeah, I've made some mistakes. Yeah, I've done some shit. But who the fuck hasn't? Forgive yourself. And then forgive others, okay? All right, my lovely, lovely Cancers. I hope this was helpful. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Yomik_Lyricist. That's YOMIK_LYRICIST. All right? I'll see you guys in your dailies tomorrow. Only going to be doing about like maybe even a 2-minute clip. I might do a 2-minute clip of this video for your dailies, just as reminders. We'll see how that works, or maybe something new, but check it out, okay? You'll find out on Instagram. All right, guys, see you later.